Hi everyone, so this is another video because I went and bought some new brushes, and I know sometimes brushes can be a bit confusing. So these are the brushes I got. I don't even know how you pronounce that word. They come with the cute bag, and then most of them are double-ended. So yeah, so that would be, let's just put them all back and we'll start from as I pull them out. So that would be your typical liquid foundation brush, and that would be your concealer. Keeping them in the bag now because I want to keep them nice and tidy. And then we've got the, I can't even get the words out, the setting powder is that one, and you know, because it's angled, it's got that nice loose feeling through it, and obviously satin under the eye, or you could use it as an extra bit of concealer brush. I'll put it back in after because otherwise we'll be here forever. Right, then we have got, so this brush is like a 2-in-1, but I'm going to show you the difference as soon as I work out where it is, which maybe not. Yeah, no, maybe not. Okay, so this is, yeah, there we go. So the angle is kind of like your bronzer. This one is a 2-in-1. You've got your angle for your bronzer, and then you've got the round puffed head for the blusher. Blusher brush normally, I need to clean this table today and I didn't do it. No, anyway, blusher brush normally is completely rounded at the ends, both ends, like this. It's just a bit, I don't know, it's kind of like that, a little bit thicker, but that sort of end. And then you've got the angle to do the bronzer on there. That's just a one-sided brush. So then we've got a double brush again, and this one, they don't say what the brushes are on them, I just know from studying makeup artist. So these are your kind of like crease and blending, like fluffy crease brush, blended crease brush, fluffy crease brush. How you can tell the difference is the fluffy crease brush, can't even speak, the fluffy crease brush is more free moving, just like, you know, it's a little bit wider, and it's just very gentle. And then this side you've got it's more like, it's a little bit more harder, it's a little bit more to the point of putting it in your corners, which is exactly what you'd use that brush for. Next we have got a blending brush, and this one's an angled blending brush, and that's just a one-sided brush. And then, which I absolutely cannot get enough of these brushes, we have got your liner eyebrow brush. So you've got the, bring your brows back to life and thread the product through, and you've got that perfect angle there to draw around and put your perfect brows on. And then this one is more of a, this one's more of a hard brush. So when I feel that, it's very hard. It's like, it's almost a bit like plasticky in just that point there. It's like a little bit plasticky. This is where you would come underneath, and you want that steady thin line of putting your product on underneath, but also it's able to fan it out, spread it out, you know, blend it out, which is what you want. Okay, so got a few more brushes in this set, so we'll go with this one. So this is what I would call a cream shadow, no, sorry. Yeah. This one is, I would say, is more of a cream shadow brush, or you could use it just to really get in that concealer around the face. Then we've got the cream shadow brush again with a smaller liner brush. And then we've got the blending brush. You'll never get enough blending brushes. And you know it's a blending brush because it's rounded, it's very soft and fluffy. And we've got two more. We've got a liner, just the typical liner brush. And then we've got another one of these, little bit of hardness in there, because you can never get enough just to come all under when you're doing eye looks like I will be diving into. So they're kind of like your main bulk of what you'd get in your brush sets. I'm just going to talk through a couple more. So you get brushes like this. This is perfect for your setting powder. It's also really good for tanning. And then my favourite tanning brush at the moment is the Crazy Angel. It's really good at doing your hands and feet very nicely. And then we've got another form of setting powder brush. It's just very, very loose. It's not, I don't know, it's a cheap version, so that's why I don't use it. When you put satin under your eyes, you don't want it to bake, because if it bakes, when you start sweating and moving, the whole thing just seems to me like a cast and it moves all together. So you would blow it off with a brush like this. You just wipe off the excess and that stops it from baking. But when you do get brushes and everything, make sure to get yourself a finger brush pad and blending sponges, because they are what you're going to love using the most. I love my sponges. I've got like 3 on the go. I've got the mini one. This one is my most caked on one. I wash them all the time, but it's my most caked. This is the one I've been using the most. What I love is the angle, but then you've also got that nice soft to put your foundation on with just nicely. And you know, with the angle you can do very much a lot with the concealer, which is why I've always got a little one on hand as well, just in case I don't really want to put a lot of concealer on. I can put just directly under my eyes. So they're the main brushes that you will use, and I hope you like that one. And if you haven't already voted, please go and vote, and we'll do the eye look for tomorrow. Bye for now.